Breaking news, Helmut Marko has officially left Red Bull Racing. Helmut Marko is one of the staples, one of the most iconic people in Red Bull in the past 15 to 20 years. That's how long he's been there. And with two, I guess, longevity, important people in the Red Bull, Helmut with Christian Horner just leaving a few months ago, with also his past scandals that was going on within the camp. Red Bull looked like to be in an iffy place. Newey went to Aston Martin. Big things were changing with Red Bull, and now Helmut Marko. So that's he's almost a lot of the grids, even in F2 and other drivers across different motorsports. Has been at least within the program, within the knowing of Helmo. He's helping the junior drivers, get chances, or promoting them and being in the Red Bull program. So Helmo has been a huge thing, especially like Max Verstappen, Alex Albon, and now Lindlad, racing for Racing Bulls, and also Liam Lawson, Yuki Tsunoda, especially. He's been around a lot of drivers, so it's pretty it's pretty weird, to see a staple person like that in Red Bull to exit. So that's really people thought he was going to drop more in a role and more of a senior level role, but it just feels like that's just not the case. It's probably tension between the Red Bull camp. It's been like that for the past year or so. So there's, I guess, nothing new there. You kind of expect. It's just a huge revamp, I guess, for the Red Bull as a whole. Coming to 2026. Isaac Hadjar is coming up, and it's huge things. But especially with Hadjar, or that take it out. Especially Isaac Hadjar, him in the Red Bull. The championship ended in what, 3 days ago, and now already getting to the Red Bull seat for postseason testing. And let's see how well he does. He had an amazing season so far, as he had for coming into F1, and he's looked great. Qualifying, he looks really strong. He had that terrible spot. Not sure, I forgot. I don't think it was Australia. Maybe it was, but Helmut Marko, came up to Isaac, and he was embarrassed. He was crying. He had a terrible start. Lewis Hamilton's dad went up to Isaac and tried to comfort him and stuff like that. And now he's in the Red Bull seat after a great rookie season. This season I like because a lot of the rookies, isn't content for rookie of the season. Like other years, people like last season, obviously or the season before, obviously it was gonna be Oscar. Last season, obviously it was gonna be actually no one won FIA rookie of the season last year, but for F1. But this year, you have Ollie Berman, who looked great in the Haas. You have Kimiantonelli, you have Isaac Hadjar. So it's strong contentions for rookie of the season. You have Fernando Alonso. But yeah, it's Red Bull, huge changing, new driver, Helmut Marko leaving, Christian Horner, who left a few months ago. GP, there's rumors of GP leaving Red Bull as well, so we'll see what will happen there. The huge changes with Red Bull here with the championship. Finally, Landonorris, world champion, has gotten a lot of hate, a lot of bashing, a lot of hate. I don't understand it. People say he's not undeserved. You don't get lucky with 24 races in the season. Like, come on now. Drivers make mistakes. Oscar's made mistakes. Max has made mistakes. Lando has made mistakes. So the whole debacle of him getting gifted the world championship is just, it's racing. You're not gonna, not everything's gonna go your way. And it's nice to see Norris. Seeing him from being that youngster in McLaren, the past couple of years, just growing, and Red McLaren also growing as a team and winning back-to-back constructors, and Lando also winning a world championship. Last season he came close, not close, but competing towards Max to try to make that into a battle. But we finally have a new winner. Max and Lewis have been dominating for so long. You don't usually get a lot of new F1 winners nowadays. It's not like it's not like F Formula E that you get a new winner pretty much every year. But finally we got a new winner. Next season's gonna be really, really I don't know. The new regulations and everything's changing. I remember hearing just Mercedes has the fastest car, so we'll see if George Russell or Kimiantonelli will challenge for a world championship. George has looked really pacey during some of these races this season, so we'll see what would happen there. Lando, he is keeping or he's changing to Landonorris 1. People were saying that this would he even change it, because LN4 is like his branding, who he's known for. But it's tradition. It's pretty much once in a lifetime where you can take that up. So if you risk a season, maybe if you go back to back, but as of right now, you risk a season having one, which is a dream to have. Winning world championship, having that number one, there's nothing wrong, and Lando should take it. People are saying that the number lost credibility because of Lando, and I just don't get that whole. It's just the hate on Lando is just sad. It is really sad. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for today. Helmut Marko, huge, been in Red Bull for so many years. Him leaving, Landonorris winning a world championship. As a casual coming into F1, and also the Ferraris. Charles had a good stint, and Lewis climbed up the ranks towards in Abu Dhabi towards the end of the race. So that looked great. So that's pretty much for the F1 news for today.